Hello and welcome back to the Spotlight Games podcast for episode 164. I'm your host, JakeTwitchin, and today we're talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 and Gears of War going multi-platform and perhaps falling from grace. Introducing the guy with talent, Mori. You like that?
The guy with talent, Mori, is actually kind of heat. Like, I enjoy it quite a bit. Yeah, I like
it's
that.
It's the most tame GWT I've given you.
Oh, definitively. I mean, between that and geriatric wet testicle and gigantic waifu thighs, like, I'm going to stick with the guy with talent. I fuck with it. Jake, I'm excited to be here and talk some video games news with you today. And when we get to the what we're playing section, boy, I have something to talk about, but we'll get there in a minute.
I can only imagine, man. I am really excited for today's show because I'm a big GTA fan, and I wanted to pick your brain a little bit here at the top of the show before we get into, like, you know, the actual show in earnest, and ask you about your history with maybe like Rockstar Games as a whole. Talk to me. I mean, you're the young gun around here, you know, in the drop in, drop out universe. Right. So you don't have the same background as a lot of us. So I'm always interested how far back you go with some of these like companies and franchises and stuff. So talk to me.
Sure. This is going to be a really fun conversation because it's only going to be another clippable moment. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. So I'm going to open with what my first experience with GTA was. I grew up in the church pretty devoutly. And I remember one time, right, we're sitting there and we were in like a mega church. It was one of the bougie ass churches, you know. Let me pull something up real quick. There we go. Boom. And let me just boom. I'm in a bougie ass mega church, right? And essentially, we have all these video game systems up on the top floor of the youth ministry. And, you know, they're locked off. You can't actually get to the system, but like, because they have games already in them, like Lego Star Wars and shit, like whatever you would expect from a church. And there's a guy at our church. He plays the drums, right? I can't remember this kid's name for the life of me, but there's one day.
Oh, Lucas.
Fuck it. Yeah, Lucas. Lucas is yeah, that's going to work. Lucas is upstairs. I don't know where Lucas went. There's like 300 kids in our youth ministry. Who the fuck knows where Lucas is? But everyone starts gradually going upstairs to the game room. And I'm baffled by this. I'm like, why is everyone leaving? No one's playing basketball. No one's doing what we would normally do. Next thing you know, I walk up the fucking stairs. I walk into the room. What is Lucas doing? Lucas is playing GTA 5 on the PS3. He has picked the lock to the fucking drawer for the system and has put GTA 5 in there. And he is actively in a strip club in youth ministry. Like, you cannot make this shit up, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? And there's 30 kids around looking into this strip club. It was like all-time worst moments in youth ministry. One of the leaders gets upstairs and it's like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? Walks in, goes over to the system, turns it off. And like, dude, it was a shit show. That's my first experience with GTA.
That's fucking crazy. But wait, I got a question though.
Yeah.
What is the adult ministry doing with GTA 5?
It was the youth ministry. There's no adult ministry.
The fucking adult ministry must have been buying the games, not the youth ones.
Oh, no. He brought his copy of GTA 5 in.
Oh, this is the part you living the fucking life.
Bro was like, yo, I'm going to the strip club in church tonight. Bro was ready. He had his save ready. Yo, he like
down for the ride. All right, listen, before I get to the rest of your history with GTA, we have our sweet chat here. I see P-Swag who says, call me a 70-foot tree because I'm about to fuck y'all's shit, which is incredibly on brand. Unreal. So many other people in the chat. I see High Score Weekly. I see Cognitive Clips subbing for 16 months. I see Heroic Headgear. I see I'm Bogged. Chat, let me know your first experience with Rockstar Games, whether that's GTA or otherwise. And Maury, continue to fill me in on your Rockstar Games history. So GTA 5, I know your first experience.
Yeah, first experience. By the way, Heroic Headgear is fucking hilarious. Heroic Headgear writes, that's fucking amazing. Man had a mission to introduce church children to titties and followed through. My God, he did. Yeah. Lucas, well done. Wherever you are, Lucas. But no, so that's my initial experience with GTA. Throughout my entire childhood, I am not allowed to play anything resembling Grand Theft Auto. I mean, in no way. I mean, you're literally a criminal. Like, that's literally the game. Like, the game is fucking shooting cops and robbing banks. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Good Christian Johnny wasn't playing that shit. I promise he wasn't. So I hit 17, and now I'm able to buy games at my own leisure. I'm able to play as I would like. And at some point, I ended up purchasing a copy of GTA 5. I think I did it to get into GTA 5 online with some buddies.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I played one day of it, and I was like, oh, I don't get it, and put it away. Following, I never do play the GTA 5 story. Red Dead 2 comes out. Red Dead 2 is huge. I don't know what happened to my edition of Red Dead 2, but I bought like a bougie ass edition of Red Dead 2, if I'm not mistaken. And for me, get ready. This again, I'm going to get crucified. This will get clipped. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I tried Red Dead 2, bro. It didn't fucking click for me. It didn't. And I wanted it to so badly because like when you look at like there's a thing, okay? Guys, if you know Mori, you know this. Mori loves redemption arcs. He loves stories about irredeemable people being redeemed. If that doesn't explain the entire premise of Red Dead 2's main storyline, I don't know what does. And yet, I couldn't get to a single point where I felt like that story was starting to peer through. So I stepped away. I played a little bit of Red Dead Online for a while with my best friend, Trey. That is my experience with Rockstar. GTA 6.
Wow.
Dude, I know. It's fucking criminal.
We're going to have to put you on the sticks, man.
Bro, this is the thing. I really have wanted to go back and play GTA 5. This is really my problem.
No, not even. Shut the fuck up. No, if not go back and say GTA 5. It's funny when you were saying that story about youth ministry. I thought that you were gonna say like what was gonna come out of your mouth was like GTA 3 or Vice City, and then I'm like that didn't even click for me that your answer was GTA 5 because GTA 5 was so long ago. Yes. Like I want to see you play San Andreas, bro. Like I want to see you play Bully. It's a wild world out there. I, like most people my age, my first experience with Rockstar Games was GTA 3, which was revolutionary for third person open world situations, and obviously like the freedom to do whatever you wanted, which was already present in the other GTAs but didn't have the same splash. Became a fan of the Red Dead series, starting with Revolver, then Redemption. I am a fan of Red Dead 2, even though I think it's too fucking big.
Yeah.
And I don't love my open worlds always, but even GTA games can get a little large for me. But I think if you just stay on the golden path and enjoy that story, it's still one of the best ones to be told in video games. I'm a huge Midnight Club fan. Love Midnight Club 1, 2, 3, and LA. I played LA not that long ago. Bully is rad. I like Rockstar Games table tennis. Oh my God. You don't know anything about that, do you?
No.
Oh my God. It's the weirdest thing in their entire catalog. They have a really, really dope Rockstar Games table tennis game, which is it's exactly what it sounds like. They just developed the most authentic and realistic table tennis ping pong game that you could fucking imagine. And it is so good and really, really controls like uniquely and well. I played a ton of that on 360. It's fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cog wants me to read his sub message. Can't believe I'm wasting my 16-month streak on a GTA episode. Hating GTA in 2025 is so crazy. If it's not if it's not a fucking if it's not a not premium priced RPG made in the vein of an already successful RPG, Cog don't want it. That's fucking what I always say.
Yo, Jake. Leave that man alone. Fucking God.
Oh fuck. Bogged in the chat took our prompt. My first experience with GTA San Andreas, I got really into the San Andreas myth videos back in the day. Bigfoot, Saw on the tricycle in Redwood, Michael Myers in the quarry, etc. Hell yes. Very, very cool. But Maury, this is, of course, the Spotlight Games podcast, where we spotlight the latest and greatest in the world of video games. You can get it by subscribing to our YouTube channel at Spotlight Games Pod, or by searching for Spotlight Games in your favorite podcast app. And hey, you can be on the show by tuning in as we record live Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Spotlight Games Pod. That's here. So be sure to follow us there so that you're notified when we go live. We love to see it. I want to ask you about what you've been playing, because you teased me at the beginning.
I did.
You said that there was going to be something interesting here.
Yeah, I love a good reach around. I love a good tease. Listen,
we call it, in the industry.
Right. God, I love that you play along with it. Fuck. But no, dude. For starters, today was the last day of the marathon alpha. Again, thoughts are coming. We have a plan. Don't worry. You're going to get to hear me rant all about it in the near future.
We have too much marathon is on its way.
There's too much marathon content on the way. Holy shit, what a miserable last day of marathon. My fucking God. Like at one point, I loaded up all my best gear. My backpack was probably worth 10, 15 grand. If for those of you that don't know, a fucking shit ton of money. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to go in here. Whatever randos I fucking get, who gives a fuck? I recorded the game because it was so infuriating. I go in. None of these kids were on fucking mics. I dropped 6 fucking bodies, bro. I put 6 people in the dirt, bro. Like I was feasting, bro. I put one team of 3 in the dirt. These cocksuckers, all right, these two start looting the fucking bag. You didn't do anything, dipshit. Get your hands off my shit. Like, dude, like I'm losing my mind. Like they're not helping me kill anything. They're not talking. They're not listening. But Lord knows when a body drops, they're going to go get that loot, Jake, every fucking time. Yo, I want you to know that one of the 7 deadly sins, greed, is fully brought out by Marathon. Like, you will find the greediest fucking people in the world on this game looting a bag off a guy that didn't
Youth
touch.
Ministry Johnny has fucking returned. Dude.
Yeah, I'm
talking about the 7 deadly sins.
Yo, but no, dead ass. Like it is a deadly sin, and you witness it on full display in Marathon. All right, so I'm clapping these kids up, bro. I got these 2 kids in my sights, bro. We're going to an incursion. If you guys don't know what an incursion event is, basically really great loot, a lot of bots, and a lot of people crashing on the point to get the shit. I got 2 people lined up. I got my LMG tug, and I tug through their fucking chest. And I put 2 of them in the dirt. My 2 buddies are often bumblefuck dicking around, beating their shit. And one of them starts the exfil. The exfil is where it pulls you out of the game. We're not leaving, motherfucker. We didn't get anything. We're going to this incursion event, of which I've just dropped 2 of 3 people that are getting the loot. I need you to find the 3rd, brother. So I gun down, tug, the first 2. And there's this other fucking guy on some fucking roof, and it's the 3rd guy, and he like fucking snipes my face off. This is when you would think, okay, what is the purpose of a teammate? The purpose of a teammate is to assist you in the game. No, the guy who's exfilling sits on the exfil and leaves the game and leaves me dumb and dumber left behind. This guy, I tell him 14 times on the mic, he's to your right. You can hear him tugging at the bots. I need you to look up to your
tugging. Also, Left Behind, another religious reference, I believe, right?
Holy shit! How do you know the Left Behind books?
I think Kirk Cameron is in Left Behind, the movie adaptation.
How do you know about Left Behind? This dude.
Because Kirk Cameron was in a sitcom I used to watch when I was really young, and I can't remember. It wasn't Growing Pains, right? What was Kirk Cameron in?
Dog.
Quick chat, help.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Growing Pains.
Wow.
I used to watch that in the early 90s.
Shout out Left Behind, bro. Shout out Left Behind. That shit, dude, we'll get to like my fear of the rapture at a young age, like on another episode. Dude, I had a panic attack every single Saturday morning that my parents were out of the house because I thought that they got raptured and I got left behind. I'm not kidding. The most fucked up shit. No, dog. The most fucked up shit ever was that I knew about the rapture in depth at like 6. And my parents showed me rated R rapture movies at like 6 years old. That shit scarred me. Like, dude, Lord knows John can't play GTA 6. He can watch a rated R movie about the end of the world.
So fucking funny.
Dog, crazy shit, bro. And like, it's a whole theology thing. We'll talk about it some other time. But long story short, right? Tugging. All right. The dude whiffs. So I say, you know what? I'm done with Marathon. I'm done. That was my last game. This is one thought about Marathon that I will give you right now. If you don't have people to play this fucking game with, don't fucking buy it. Don't fucking buy it. You'll be miserable every fucking second you're on. I have loved Marathon all the way up until this point. Me and a buddy of mine, of which I will not disclose because maybe he will be coming on a show at some point. Oh, there's your little bone, right? Every time me and him got on together, I had a great day. Today, when I was by myself, because he wasn't able to get on, terrible. But you want to know how I fixed it, Jake? You want to know how I got my spirits up in the midst of such disgrace with all the tugging going on out here?
Recreational drugs.
Yes. No. Claire Obscure, which is better than recreational drugs. My fucking God, this game
Jesus
fucks.
fucking Christ.
Ugh. Jake, I'm nearing the end of Act 1. 2 phases? 2 phases? I was getting my teeth kicked in 10 minutes before I got on this call with you because there's 2 phases. I'm not saying shit else. 2 phases? Where are you at? Are you through Act 1?
I have not played since I played the first day that it came out.
No,
and I think my stance on Claire Obscure is I'm going nuclear on it. I think I'm deciding that I'm not a Claire Obscure fan. And I think that the reason is there's a bunch of reasons. I went in depth on one of my streams the other day recently, but I think I'm fucking out. And here's my base reason for Claire Obscure hate. All right. First of all, it seems like a turn-based RPG for people that don't like turn-based RPGs. And all it does to revolutionize turn-based RPGs is implement 3 functions that I fucking hate. Dodging, blocking, and parrying. I fucking hate doing that shit in games. I love turn-based RPGs because I don't have to do that shit. I want to sit on my ass. Final Fantasy X is the best combat system in video games. This is just Final Fantasy X with extra steps that I can't even turn off. I would love accessibility options to just make that, like, I would love a percentage block chance. Like, I don't ever have to press a button, and 33% of the time I dodge or block. I'll take that fucking deal and I'll heal through my problems. That's what I'm supposed to do. There's a longer story about how I was in on the partner program review copy for this game that I'm roasting right now, provided by Sandfall and Kepler. Was supposed to come to me early, and I didn't get it early, and then I fell behind, and I wasn't watching other people's streams because I didn't want to get spoiled. And when I finally got to it, I had to play through the version that I already had played because I got early access to the game ahead of time, and it was like a vertical slice, and I was just kind of miffed and left a sour taste in my mouth. But that, and then you add the fact that it's like a pretty big circle jerk happening. I think like you guys know how I work around here. I don't really like anything. I either love stuff or I hate stuff. And unfortunately, if I don't love it, I'm forced to hate it. So,
wow.
Claire Obscure, Expedition 33 out of 100.
Wow. Holy shit. Holy shit, Jake. Holy shit. We're going to get canceled. No, listen. Well, actually, Jake, if you made it farther into the game, you would have gotten a Pictos that gives you 1 AP upon getting hit. So you actually don't technically have to block if you just get the right Pictos and you make your build around not blocking and parry. I'm kidding. Holy shit. This is so okay. If you're watching right now, I mean, this is breaking news. Jake, during the previews of this game, was like, oh, I love it. Oh, it's a perfect game. Oh, it's like it's Final Fantasy X remaster. Like a total fucking nerd. And now he's sitting here and he's telling me, John, this game sucks. What do you mean this game sucks? But I want you to know, I do understand. And I think it's so interesting the angle that you come at it from, because I love what you said. You said it makes you engage in the combat. It makes you focus. You're not able to just sit back and select the buttons that you want to select. You got to sit there and dodge at the right time and parry at the right time. That's the only thing that keeps me locked in. We talked about this before, but a lot of turn-based games I've not played because I can't get past the combat feeling, to me, stale. I feel like I don't have any agency. I feel like I'm not actually controlling anything. And so I think that's why I've enjoyed Expedition 33 as someone who doesn't like turn-based games, because I love having to parry on time. I love having to dodge at the right time. It tickles that part of my brain that loves Soulsborne games. You know what I mean? Like, I love having to fucking engage with the combat, not just sit there and, you know, it gets to the point where when you have certain moves and you know your characters well enough, you know exactly which buttons you're pressing at exactly which time, like X square triangle to hit that move. And then on so-and-so I hit, you know, circle square, fuck, you know what I mean? And it's bullshit and it's boring and it puts me to sleep. Are you bullshitting?
I'm just fucking thinking about these stupid enemies that'll come at you with a weapon, and it's like you're gonna have to time it when they hit you, and you meet them for the first time, and they're like,
yeah. Yo,
well, we fucking got you, didn't we?
Yo,
right.
That's so fucking funny. That might be one of the funniest things that you've done on stream. The fucking dude, I hate that shit, bro. And then I dodge like 2 times before I get absolutely like slammed into the ground because I fucking
for sure. Me just mashing the button and fucking Gustav is like, then I get fucking mashed. It sucks.
Bro,
oh my god.
Bro, this is so weird. You drafted it on Fantasy Critic. Like you loved it.
Yeah, I like it. It's fine. It's good. I'll probably get to it and enjoy it at some point. But right now, I'm a little like sick of it.
Okay.
I think I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. It's a tough. I think I'm in a very unique position with my disdain for it and the bad taste in my mouth right now. That comes from more than just the game. It comes from like the industry and the situation that arose. But it's neither here nor there.
Sure.
2 good games though on your I've been playing list. My list, a little fucking different as usual because I let's just say I do things a little differently around here. On May the 4th, I played Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga for Xbox 360.
Tough.
It was fucking sick.
Yeah.
That game holds up so well, dude. So well. I played through all of Phantom Menace and like halfway through Attack of the Clones. Unreal. I haven't played that game since the Skywalker saga came out.
Yeah.
The 1 through 9 trilogies. And I think that this game is still better. Like I think that Skywalker saga is actually pretty good too, but it's a little bloated for lack of a better term. Like those are beastly fucking games. The fucking scope of the complete wait, what the fuck did I just call it? I forgot the subtitle for the game that I'm talking about. The Complete Saga is better than the Skywalker saga. 9 stories too much. 6 just enough.
Okay, this is interesting.
I don't know. Maybe that's a bad take. I've also been playing Burnout Revenge. You've never played a Burnout game, have you?
Maybe like I would have played it somewhere else. I would have never owned a copy of it, but I've played Burnout before.
Yeah, you might play like Burnout Paradise or something like that. But yeah, I'm playing Burnout Revenge. But I don't know. It's not very interesting. Let's get into some sweet fucking topics. I want to talk to you about Grand Theft Auto 6, dude. We have had, since our last episode, a mere 6 days ago, we've had 2 massive pieces of news about Grand Theft Auto 6. Late last week, Take-Two announced out of nowhere, immediately after the switch up, we talked about the release date switch up for Borderlands, and in the last episode, we theorized that they were making room for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah.
Not the case. Grand Theft Auto 6 has been pushed out of 2025 into May of 2026, but they nailed an exact release date down, and it seems like they're confident in it. So May 26th, 2026. Then, randomly, at 10 a.m. Eastern time this morning, they dropped GTA 6 trailer number 2. And when I tell you that GTA 6 trailer number 2 is the best trailer that I've ever seen for a video game, I'm not being hyperbolic. I have never seen anything like this fucking game. Wow. Is it not unreal? What did you think of it?
I mean, it's astounding how it fucking looks. I mean, one of the most impressive things that I saw online today on Twitter was someone referencing the fact that every piece of footage that we've seen from GTA 6 is the game running on a base PS5. That's fucked. Everyone,
unreal.
Stop what you're doing, and I want you to hear the good news of Jesus motherfucking Christ. Every piece of footage that you've seen from GTA 6 is from a base PlayStation 5. They're fucking cooking. They're fucking cooking, Jake. They're cooking. It looks amazing.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean, like I said, my experience with GTA is minimal. But what I do understand is that GTA brings these worlds to life. Any city that it's in, holy fuck, like it brings that city to life. And I'm excited to see, I mean, they're returning to Vice City. It's probably going to be very different than what we remember of GTA Vice City, right? But I loved what I saw. You said what?
We remember?
Well, I've seen videos. I mean, I've not played the fucker, but I've seen content, Jake. God damn it. Why don't you do a GTA fucking Vice City stream since you play every game that's fucking 40 years old, cocksucker? You want to come at me fucking
happily. I love Vice City.
No, but really, I mean, I can't wait to see what this game holds. It looks like the one thing that is interesting, because I don't think that GTA has done this before. This is like a Bonnie and Clyde story, right?
Yeah, very much so. I have theories on how this is going to fucking play out for sure.
Okay.
But we can get, I don't know if that's even like a this episode thing, but I just want to talk about visually what we are seeing in this trailer. It's 2.5 minutes long, and it is the fidelity in these fucking, I feel so stupid to be like, wow, these graphics are crazy. Like, I remember when I worked at GameStop, everybody would come in and they'd be like, yeah, the graphics on the new Madden are crazy. I'm like, yeah, dude, the graphics really great. But I mean, this is unfucking believable. It is like a different category. Like, it feels like there's like movies and TV shows. There's anything that's ultra realistic that is just video footage. And then at the bottom, there's all other video games. And then somewhere in between is Grand Theft Auto. And it's not just the visuals. It's like the animations.
Yes.
Like every single character in this fucking trailer looks unreal. I have never seen anything like it. And if this is in-engine stuff that's happening, I feel like we are in for something that revolutionizes the fucking industry again, and it will be worth the wait. I am blown the fuck away by GTA 6 already.
Yeah. No, I mean, it looks exceptional. Like, I can't believe, like, as I was watching it earlier, I kept like having this really weird thing. And I know that everyone has had this at some point, maybe when you were younger, right? Where you look at a game and you're like, oh my God, games are never going to look more realistic than this. And it's Final Fantasy VII, the base edition. You know what I mean? Like, like obviously that doesn't age well. But as I look at this fucking trailer, it's like, no, dude, I don't think games can ever look better than this. The lighting, the models, right? You said it, the animations, it's the way that even people fucking move. Like this scene right here, right there. For audio listeners, it's this scene with a car driving by, like some police stopping some people. I couldn't tell if it was real video or if it was a game, like at first glance. It's so impressive.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't wait to see like what it looks like when I'm holding the controller in the fucking game. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about the world of video games, a conversation that comes up really often is the idea of like diminishing returns the further into console generations that we get. And for somebody that's as old as me, I think back to the jumps from console generation to console generation. And I think of what it was like to go from the PS1 and the Nintendo 64 up to the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox and the GameCube. And that jump from the PS2, GameCube, Xbox to the 360 and PlayStation 3, and how large of a jump those were. I mean, even further back, the Super Nintendo up to like the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64 is another massive jump. But then you get to that console generation of like the 360, PS3 to Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and it's like, yeah, those games look better, but not as good as like maybe the last jump of a gap was. And then especially now when you go PS4 to PS5 or Xbox One to Xbox Series X, I think even more so these console generations have blended into each other. And it's starting to be apparent to me that these jumps in like quality are not going to come from hardware anymore. They're going to come from developers. They're going to come from engines, and they're going to come from like animation work. And this just seems like the most historic jump in visuals that we have seen in a very long time. I don't know what the previous best looking game is, but it's probably like, I don't know, like Horizon Forbidden West or something like that, maybe. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
But it doesn't look like this. Nothing looks like this.
No, nothing has ever looked like this before. But I loved what you said. And that's that when I really got into games, it would have been on the 360 generation. And that jump, because I had a PS2 prior to a 360. I didn't play a lot on it, but I played enough that when I got on my 360 for the first time after owning that PS2, I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? My jump was like to Halo Reach, like Battlefront to Halo Reach, Star Wars Battlefront 1 to Halo Reach. You're like, what the fuck is going on? These look like completely different like games. Obviously, they're completely different games, but they look like they look otherworldly now on the 360. Like, fuck, the trees look real in Halo Reach. Obviously, they don't look that real now, but they looked really real to me at fucking 11 years old.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have that emotion or that jump, it's what you said, when I went from the 360 playing Halo Reach to playing Infamous Second Son on the PS4. I'm like, oh, it looks good. Playing Destiny on the PS4, it looks good. But yeah, I think that you're right. I think most development that we see now and how games look is going to come from engines. Like, it's not going to come from new hardware. Yeah.
It's insane. I mean, can we talk about how fucking hot the main characters of this game are?
brother.
Lucia and Jason. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, they look good.
Ridiculous. It's a shorty alert. It's a hunk alert. It's all going down. It is really, really wild. All right, you ready to hear my theory? My theory for Grand Theft Auto 6. You heard it here first. Lock this down. Lock in the bet.
Write this down.
I don't know what the wager is. Here's what's going to happen. At the end of that story, I don't know if it's going to come via betrayal or via sacrifice, but I think there is only one of your two protagonists left standing, and I think that the player will decide who that character is, and that will determine who you play as in your single player end game.
Chef's kiss. Chef's fucking kiss,
right?
Jake. God, that's great.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. It has like it kind of has it sounds like it's gonna have a twist, like a Way Out. Like, oh wow, I get to decide who fucking lives and who dies. Like that's exciting, high stakes shit. But it's also good for a Bonnie and Clyde story. Like it's gonna fit really well with this storyline. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think there's something there. I think that is going to be a special story, because the thing about Grand Theft Auto is the stories, the campaigns are. It's easy to forget because it's been so long. I think it's been since 2013 since we've had a Grand Theft Auto game, and it's easy to forget why Grand Theft Auto is as massively popular as it is in the first place. And even though the popularity of GTA Online is what's pushed that game into, you know, the fucking absolute money maker that it is in this incredible piece of the video game zeitgeist that's lasted 3 console generations, basically. I mean, that game launched on 360.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking insane. We're having this exact conversation about it, but the stories of these games are what make them. And I think GTA 5 story is really good. 4 story is incredible. 3 starts to get there, but Vice City and San Andreas are really, really impressive. And if you look at like Red Dead Redemption 2 in particular, they are dead set on making very memorable stories, and I think that this campaign is going to be no different. And it's easy to forget that about GTA right now. So I think we're really in for a treat, and I can't wait to spend some more time in that world. But it's gonna have to wait because unfortunately, it's more than a year away now.
Yeah.
What do you think? You okay with the delay?
I mean, as the person who fucking drafted GTA 6 as their fantasy critic, no. But of course,
right.
I want them to take as long as they need. I think my hope is, okay, you've delayed it at least 6 months from when the release date was going to be. I'd really love to see GTA 6 Online launch with it. Will that happen? Yeah. Probably not. But like that'd be an awesome like cherry on top. And I think it would like make everyone's okay with it being delayed regardless. But it would be the reward for it being delayed. And GTA 6 Online goes live today. I mean, that's going to be a fucking content powerhouse when it's here. I can't wait to do Dino content with GTA 6 Online.
Right.
Yeah. Take your time. Holy shit. This is going to be a once in a generation game. I mean, really a once in 2 generation game. So like, take your fucking time, brother. Do what you got to do.
For sure.
And it's my first GTA experience. So like, it needs to be fucking phenomenal. So do what you got to do.
Yeah. I think Bogged, considering 13 years after release, GTA 5 is still pulling 24-hour peaks in the numbers of 50 to 60,000 players on PC alone, is absolutely wild. Good point, Bogged. I don't know if I have anything else really to add to the GTA 6 conversation outside of an anecdotal thing that I read earlier when I was sifting through like some old GTA 6 like reporting and stuff, and it came from Jason Schreier, friend of the show. He's not a friend of the show. I made fun of him once and he blocked me on Twitter.
What?
I don't know. I called him like a baby or something like that.
Oh my god, Jake.
It's neither here nor there.
Oh my god.
Water under the bridge is what I always say. So I'm interested. I wish that we could get a behind the scenes. I mean, I always bring up Psychonauts and Psych Odyssey and Double Fine, but even like PlayStation has done documentaries and stuff like that. I wish I could see behind the scenes at Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games, because they did this really interesting thing, according to Schreier, that said that GTA 6 started its development as a modestly sized game, which is such an interesting term to use. And the reasoning was so that development could take place at a pace that wouldn't result in crunch for their developers. which I fucking love, obviously. Like, that's a really healthy thing. But interesting to have the scope of it be low and let it expand over time, knowing that it's going to expand over time. So I just wonder what's happening behind the scenes there that's allowing them to, I'm not going to say efficiently, you know what I mean? This is a 8-year dev cycle, if we're being generous. I'm sure the Red Dead Redemption 2 team was starting to put in work on GTA before then too, but I think pretty impressive that they're getting to this point and still willing to delay this game to make sure it is the right product and created the right way. So we're in good shape, man.
Yeah.
Take your time is what I say. May 26th, 2026. Can't come soon enough for me. I want to talk to you about the other big headline of the week. To me.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Gears of War Reloaded.
Yeah,
I am weirded out by this in a couple of ways. Tell me about what you like. Do you like Gears of War?
Oh, I love Gears of War. Like, played every single game from start to finish multiple times. So like now we're in a realm.
Every single game?
Yeah, including Judgment.
Judgment?
I love Judgment. I think Judgment is so much better than anyone gives it credit being. Like, people get
4?
Okay. 4, it started to slow down a little bit, and now we're getting a little more honest. I never played 5. I started 5.
Me either. We should stream 5 together, maybe. Which one is called just Gears? Gears 5. It's either Gears 4 or Gears 5.
It's Gears 5. It's Gears 5.
That's so stupid.
So yeah, I'm not a huge fucking fan of it. And like, it feels like the team kind of realized, oh wow, this isn't the most interesting storyline we've ever told. Next game we're making is fucking E-Day. Good job. Good decision. Don't make me sit around with these characters any longer. I don't give a shit. And like, I don't know. It was all those moments like in 4 when Marcus first shows up, you're like, oh, that's awesome. But then you're like, oh wow, the only way that this game exists and is enjoyable is if you nostalgia bait me every 2 hours. You know what I mean? You got to throw in all these people for me to buy into it. So I don't know. But yeah, it's a weird time because the original Gears of War would have been remastered in 2014, I want to say, on the Xbox One. It may have been a little later than that. It may have been.
I guess so. In my head, that was much more recently, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think it was that far back. I mean, it looked great. It was awesome. I loved playing through it again. It was a good time. I think they had multiplayer. Maybe they didn't. I don't remember. But it was dope.
I think there was.
The weird thing, obviously, what you're referencing is that this is coming to PlayStation 5.
That's not even the weird thing to me. Well, it's one of the weird things. Here's the weird thing to me.
Talk to me. What's your weird thing?
Gears of War remake has been demoted so far that it's a fucking Twitter announcement.
Yeah.
That is what weird to me. I mean, Microsoft is in the process of fucking diluting their brands at a rapid tick right now. That seems to be their fucking new fetish, no doubt. But I mean, what the fuck was their rush? They couldn't wait a month and throw this into like their Xbox showcase? Or SGF? Is it because it has the PlayStation logo on it and they want it to be multi-platform for the push? They want to separate it from the Xbox thing? I think show that at a neutral show. I don't know. Is that weird to you?
No, it's not weird. I think, and I get it. You're like, is Gears of War not important enough to make the cut? And like, dude, the Oblivion remake wasn't important enough to make the cut. You know what I mean? Well, like, they have an excess of
Oblivion thing shadow dropped though. Like that gave us instant gratification.
Sure.
And I mean, Gears of War E-Day almost like anchored that Xbox showcase a year ago.
It did. I fully.
That was their last thing they showed, I think.
Yeah. The more you say, the more I agree that like, you could have saved this. But like, I kind of think the reason why they didn't is because I don't think they want their loud declaration to be, and yeah, we've opened the floodgates. We gave Gears of War to the Sony ponies. Aren't we so great as a company? Like, do you want to go up on any stage, a neutral show or an Xbox centered show, either or, and make that your declaration? You know what I mean? Like, here's the reality. This was like, I know we've been talking about this for years now, but Phil Spencer said, no, this doesn't mean the floodgates are opening. And then later on, he's like, well, actually, who knows? You could see anything on the PlayStation 5. And it felt like every big voice in the Xbox space, I'm not going to name names, right, said, hey, when they bring Gears of War to the fucking PlayStation and Halo to the PlayStation, then we can all take up our pitchforks. You know what I mean? Like, that was like the whole analysis. And now it's happening. I mean, you are seeing Xbox creators left and right turn. I've seen a couple big ones go out and buy a PlayStation 5 Pro because they've said vocally there's no point in owning an Xbox anymore, of which there is not. There is no point. So I think Microsoft, their thought process is, we are releasing this for the PS5. We don't need to make this a big announcement because it's already going to bring us bad fucking press, which it has, and it will continue to. I think that's why they didn't make it a big, glorious moment. Personally.
Yeah. I think that's not a bad call. I think it's perplexing in three ways at this point. Is the way that it's announced, the way that it's going to PlayStation. But I mean, I think your rationale on how it's announced, we kind of have established why it's coming to PlayStation. Microsoft is pivoting in that direction. The third thing that's interesting to me is that they're remastering Gears 1 again, where there's a lot of Gears stuff that is like becoming lost to time.
Yes, dude.
I'm surprised that they're doing this and not just pulling a collection of the remastered Gears from before and giving us 2-3 Judgment or even just 2-3. Because at this point, there's no genuinely good way to play those games. They're kind of stuck on Xbox 360. I'm pretty sure you can download them on like the Xboxes as like 360 backwards compatible games. So you can spend $10 and play them in their original state. But I think a new coat of paint and just some upscaling and resolution stuff would make a world of difference. What do you think on that?
Fully agree. I mean, that was the real part of this that really blew the fuck out of me. I was like, of all the games that you could have poured the time and effort into, you chose to work on the Gears of War remaster that released in 2014 and not Gears of War 2 that released in like 2007.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just interesting. Shit. It's interesting.
And that's the thing. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think getting more Gears stuff onto other platforms is the way to go. Like, start with the first one is good. And maybe if it hits right, you continue. Like, you look at what Capcom is doing with like Onimusha as like an example. Like, hey, we put out Onimusha 1 and it went pretty fucking well, and Warlord sold a bunch of copies on a bunch of different platforms, and now we announced a brand new game and we're bringing the second one. And I'm assuming if that does well, they're probably already working on the third one and sort of getting that franchise out there. So maybe they're going to give this treatment to the other games, and I think that it's well priced. It's a $40 game. It's coming out sooner rather than later. This is locked in for an August release date. I think late August, August 26th. Big month, a big week of releases for 26s here on Spotlight Games, which is, I mean, $40 and 3 or 4 months away is the right amount of time and the right amount of money, right?
I think so. I think 40 is good.
40 is good, but I don't know. Something feels off. I hope that the Gears franchise isn't fucked, but now that I think about it, I think it's kind of been getting fucked over the years.
I think when we're really gonna know if it's fucked is it when E-Day comes out. You're going back to your original 2 main characters in the best part of the timeline, one of the most exciting events in the Gears of War universe, right? E-Day. If you can't get that right, then it's probably just a done deal. So we'll see. Again, I really do think it's weird that they would rather work on a game that's 10 years old than a game that's like 17 or 18 years old. I don't know. And I get it, bringing the first one, but like, dude, if you would have ported the Gears of War remaster, that would have been sufficient enough to get people into the Gears franchise. I personally think. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that there's a lot of different ways to look at it. I'm interested to see how this shakes out. I think that Gears of War will go fucking crazy on PlayStation for PlayStation fans. And I think it's almost to the point of that novelty thing where there's a world where they announced Halo Master Chief Collection to PlayStation 4. And that is just so bonkers to me that I go and buy it there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
PlayStation 4 or 5, where I'm just like, wow, that is such a quintessential Microsoft Xbox game coming out for PlayStation that I almost just want to buy that and be there with the PlayStation community when they get their hands on that for the first time. And I think Gears of War almost hits that part of like, ooh, that scratches my brain in such a weird way that I want to go experience that again. I don't think that novelty exists for Xbox as much as like with it going multi-platform and it being a remaster. I feel like I should still play that on Xbox, you know?
Yeah. I agree. I saw, by the way, you just said something so funny about experiencing it with PlayStation players. I saw this hilarious fucking tweet the other day, and it said to PlayStation players, if you're going into a multiplayer game and you see 3 guys with Mexican flags, know that you're about to get fucking cooked. And I laughed my ass off for like 5 fucking minutes. That shit is a gold fucking tweet. But no, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm the opposite. I think for me, like when Reloaded does come out, I will refuse to play it on my PlayStation. Even like if they ever bring the Master Chief Collection to my PlayStation, I think I'm just going to refuse to do it because it really feels like a betrayal. Again, I'm a Sony pony, but I started on Xbox. That was my first love. It feels like a betrayal of like why I've bought an Xbox all these years. Like I always buy a PlayStation first, but I always buy an Xbox that coming year. You know what I mean? Like I bought my PS4 at launch, got the Xbox One a year later, bought my PS5, got the Xbox Series X a year later. Like that's why I buy these fucking consoles. It's because I still need to play Halo. I still need to play Gears. I don't want to play it on my PlayStation. And I don't want anyone else playing it on a PlayStation either, which is bizarre because I'm a Sony pony. But yeah.
I get it. I love it. I think it's interesting. More to come. I'll play it. And I think that Maury, we should play Gears 5, dude.
I would love to do that. I have so much to say to you after this show.
Fun.
I have so much to say to you after this show. Fuck, I'm going to give you a reach around.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. Awesome. Also, shout out fucking Rabbit coming through 9 months in the game with the sub. We're rolling in the subs. P-Swag, look at us go. We can do it. We can run the show.
We can do it.
Have subs and gifties and all kinds of things going on.
But by the way, I want to say this because I've really been losing Rabbit over the last few weeks with some things that I've said. And I'm just honored because Rabbit says in the chat, Maury won me back with loving Gears. Come on, guys. That's what I need. That's what I needed to hear. Thank fuck. Yeah.
Fair. Very fair. Very nice. Maury, I have some more headlines from around the video game world. Yeah. What do you say we hop in to our news spotlight where we spotlight some of the... Stop it.
Is that
no, stop.
Is that copyright?
I don't like it. Oh. We do our own thing around here.
I had to steal it. I was like, right here. Kind of funny. Sue me, you fucking heartless bastards.
Okay, this is a completely inside baseball thing, a completely like different thing.
Yeah,
I fucking hate when anybody on our stuff references other people's stuff.
Oh yeah, because it makes it look like we can't stand on our own, I guess.
No, it's just because we're so significantly smaller. Like it's different than when like Kind of Funny acknowledges Min-Max or Min-Max acknowledges Easy Allies. We just end up seeming like fucking fans trying to do our best imitation and not trying to do our own thing, which to a point is true. However, I also think that we're making content that stands on its own. So it always just kind of feels like I don't want to bite what they're fucking doing. I don't know.
I was more referencing that I just did that.
Oh, no. I understand.
I just, I love that noise. And for the record, every time I watch Kind of Funny, I make that fucking noise out loud with them. Jake, what the fuck is going on in the world of video games? The fuck is going on?
Let me tell you about Echo the Dolphin. Do you even know who that is?
No, bro.
Do you know how to spell Echo the Dolphin?
I'm going to guess it's ECHODOL.
No, you fucking fool. It's a ECCO, obviously. I almost spelled it wrong. I almost said A.
That'd have been brutal. Yeah. Well, what the fuck is Echo the Dolphin? If you clip it,
you'll hear me fuck up. It's like an old 2D side-scrolling Sega Genesis game that you play as a dolphin underwater. However, you're in the water hanging with your dolphin buddies and they all get abducted by aliens and you're the only dolphin left in the sea, and you have to solve the mystery of what happened to your dolphin brethren by talking to the other sea animals under the water and using your echolocation and shit like that. Echolocation? Do they have echolocation?
I couldn't tell you. A dolphin.
I think that's bats.
Bats have echolocation. Maybe dolphins do.
They've got something. They've got senses and stuff.
Fuck yeah, they do. Yeah. They're smart creatures. Let's look it up now.
Do dolphins have echolocation? Yes, dolphins have a natural ability called echolocation, which they use to see with sound. Okay, so you use echolocation to navigate the water, but it's really fucking cool, man. Like Echo goes underwater, but he can also flip out of the water, and he controls very strange. And it is a devastatingly hard game, and it lives in my head rent free. And I fucking love it and hate it at the same time. And there are 2 Echo the Dolphin games, Echo the Dolphin 1, and then Echo the Dolphin Tides of Time, I think. And they are pretty old at this point. However, they're both getting remasters from the original creator, and there's a third one coming after they're done with their fucking remasters. The original team is getting back together, baby.
What the fuck?
What a time to be alive.
I wish I was
Get excited.
I wish I was more invested in the Echo Dolphin universe. I feel like this would be a huge moment for me.
There's technically a third Echo the Dolphin game that came out for Dreamcast and PS2, and it's 3D, and it's so bad and weird, and I played it for a stream once. The Echo the Dolphin Jamboree, as you can imagine.
Oh yeah,
it is so fucking strange. It is so fucking strange. But I'm excited, man. I think that Echo the Dolphin is a cool franchise to bring back, and I think there's a lot of like untapped nostalgia in the video game community for it, and I think that's going to be absolutely fucking sweet.
Sure.
Hey, EA said they're bringing Battlefield back in a big way. It's already being play tested, and it'll be out by March of 26.
March of 26.
Yeah, less than a year.
That's shocking. How did they announce this?
Just like a fucking press release.
What the fuck are we doing? Feels like a bigger conversation. I don't know. For EA.
I guess so. Dude, it's weird. The EA Battlefield rollout this time around is really, really weird. Like, there's like a lot of people playing that game every day. Like, servers for like a closed alpha are just online and have been for some time.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Yeah. I think right now it's just under the moniker Battlefield.
Okay. Wild.
Get excited. Walk, don't run to fucking EA's press release website. Rumors circulating that Half-Life 3 exists and is playable start to finish.
Who gives a shit? That's not
you
real.
Fucking young motherfucker.
No. I'm not saying who gives a shit because I don't understand the grandeur of Half-Life. I'm saying that we've heard that 15 fucking times over the last 10 years.
Okay, very true. But also, you don't give a fuck about Half-Life, right?
I mean, I played.
Fucking got him.
For the record, Valve Games played Portal 2, played hundreds of hours of Team Fortress 2, hundreds. Love TF2. And I've played a lot of their most recent title. What the fuck is it called? It's their MOBA, the 3 lanes. It's their new shit.
Dota.
No. It's the spooky sort of don't worry.
Oh, the steampunk fucking
Yeah.
It's not Overwatch, it's
Deadlock.
Not fucking Deadlock.
It's fire.
What a unique name.
It's good as shit.
Yeah, it's good. I played it a couple nights.
But not played Half-Life.
Yeah. Kayla's in the chat. She says she's been told that she should play Half-Life. I know Squanky's in chat too. Squanky loves Half-Life and all Half-Life things. Basically, anybody that's like older than like 32 is really big on something Valve and is probably hyped off Half-Life 3. And then anybody like 31 or younger is like, yeah, sure, whatever, man. But this whole Valve is allergic to 3 things has to stop. It's really bizarre that they would have such bangers and not just do sequels, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted a Team Fortress 3, and I'll never get it.
TF3, Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3, Half-Life 3,
yeah,
Counter-Strike 3.
Jesus.
Either way, I hope that happens, man. You know what I'm really excited for?
What are you really excited for, Jake?
Thank you so much for asking. I'm really excited for the announcement of Half-Life 3 more than I am for Half-Life 3. Because it's going to be, I hope that they can keep the secret well enough that nobody knows that like it's coming to like this event, or like Half-Life is like rumored to be announced next week at the Game Awards or something like that. I want it to come at least somewhat out of the blue. Like rumors have been circulating for a little while, but nobody thought it was going to be here tonight. And then all of a sudden fucking Gordon Freeman, or the man with the long face, I don't remember his name, help me chat, show the elusive man, no, that's Mass Effect, show up on screen and people fucking lose their minds because like for the gaming zeitgeist, it'll be such a big deal that day. It will be so fucking exciting to watch like old heads react and shit like that.
Sure. Do you think so? You think it is real?
I'm inclined to believe that it's real. I don't know, man. Valve is like the most interesting fucking company. Have you ever watched the Keeley? You must mean the G-Man. I do. Swanky, very good pull. Have you ever watched the Keeley Final Hours documentaries?
No.
No, know what they are? So they're these series of documentaries that are available to buy on Steam, hosted, produced, and like directed by Jeff Keighley, where he was invited. This is like pre the Game Awards, but during like VGA era, Video Game Awards, like Spike TV. He's not fully in command, but he is still a business. What?
Dude, I've seen clips of this on TikTok. That's crazy.
Yeah,
wow.
They're really fucking good. And Valve is such an interesting company.
Yeah.
Valve, I'm just going to Google and see if we can get a quick answer. How many employees at Valve? Because they're a really lean team. Yeah, in 2021, Valve Corporation employed 336 people, 181 working on games, and 79 working on Steam. Crazy. And Steam is just the amount of fucking money that is being dispersed to these 300 some odd fucking people. You know what I mean? Like everybody there is likely a multimillionaire. Yeah. And the talent that is in that company for those 181 people that are working on games are people that have probably been with Valve for 20 plus years. You know, they might be getting older. They might have a couple new people joining and stuff like that. But you got to imagine that for developers, turnover is very low because they can afford to try and fail and scrap projects and not ever once think about what it cost the company because it couldn't possibly fucking matter. It'll be cents on the dollar for them. And they're always cooking something. I just don't know what the fuck they're working on. And Half-Life Alyx was the answer for a long time. And they did like the Aperture Hand Labs thing and the Aperture Desk Jockey thing for the Valve Index and the Steam Deck, respectively. But the team's working on something, man. I just want to know what the fuck it is. But they are such a enigmatic team. And really, to be honest, we haven't had like a very good inside look at what's happening behind those closed doors since like the fucking Half-Life 2 Final Hours documentary that Keighley put out. And it's been very, very bizarre not to hear from them. So hopefully we get another Final Hours doc from him so that we can see how they did whatever they're doing next.
Yeah, for sure.
My tense is correct there. But yeah, really cool stuff. Probably a bigger conversation. We could do a whole show on that sometime.
Yeah.
And it would be fantastic. I got two more little headlines to go over. This headline, I wrote it myself. It just says bad times for Polygon and Giant Bomb. True. And then my last headline is Sonic Rumble delayed indefinitely 2 weeks before release. That's so fucked. That game is playable in New Zealand right now.
It is?
Yeah, it has been for some time. It's just like the free-to-play Fall Guys ripoff starring Sonic characters, and I played the fucking beta for it like a year ago now, and it was so much fun, but it was supposed to come out like May 8th, and like a week and a half ago, they were just like, by the way, it's delayed. We don't know when it's coming out. We want this to be something that can stand on its own and last for a long time.
I did not know that it got delayed so close to launch. That's shocking.
Yeah, so true. I'm realizing now, because Mori typed to me in our private chat, Destiny news if you want. I didn't add it to the list. Hit me. Okay. What do you know?
Okay. Destiny today, which was just completely overshadowed by the GTA 6 trailer drop. Well done, Rockstar. They released what is their new year going forward. It's the year of prophecy, I think is what they're calling it. And the year of prophecy is going to include 2 expansions. One releasing in July, one releasing in December. July, couldn't tell you about it. Couldn't tell you what it is. It's just like something about the emissary. Some lore shit that I don't understand that I would have known 10 years ago that I don't know now. But the really weird thing is the second expansion, which is releasing in December, and is in they're working with Lucasfilm on a Star Wars expansion, Destiny 2 Renegades. Shocking shit. And me and Jake were talking a little bit before the show. I can't stand this at all. I don't like when universes mix other universes in, because then I no longer understand how to contextualize that universe. Like, and I know that Jake is a crossover man. Like, Jake would love it if Gustav and Kratos meet up in the next Halo game, but I'm good. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want Star Wars and Destiny, because Destiny is its own universe. And I don't know how to explain lightsabers, midichlorians, and DL-44 blasters in fucking Destiny. But I'm not like a diehard Destiny fan, so maybe my opinion doesn't matter so much. Jake, do you have any opinions on Lucasfilm working with Bungie to make a Star Wars?
I'm just trying to wrap my fucking head around not being able to keep track of the fucking Star Wars lore that's explained in movies and TV shows, but you can tell me everything that happened in fucking the 65 log books in Destiny 1 that you found in the Cosmodrome, bro. Oh my god, I'm fucking sleeping just thinking about this shit. That wizard's from the moon.
Yo, you're so funny for saying that fucking quote. That's hilarious. I just had like a stroke and I was 14 again. That's so funny. Dude, no, I mean, yeah, I understand. I mean, dude, I can keep track of the Star Wars lore. I can keep track of the Destiny lore. I just don't know how you explain them mixing. Like, I don't understand how that works. Like, personally, I can't justify it in my own head. But I don't know. It's an exciting day for Bungie fans, I guess. It's the last day of the Marathon Alpha. You get this big announcement on what Destiny's going forward. Again, the final shape was like supposed to be the last thing. Obviously, we've known for a while now that that's not true. My concern is like, because they're starting a whole new story arc with this new expansion, these next two expansions. Like, are they going to try to get 5 more years out of Destiny 2? Can Destiny 2 really hold on that long? Like, that engine, that game?
Oh. You want me to? Oh, I'm going to farm a clip real quick. You ready? Get ready. You're going to drop this one.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 just announced a brand new expansion. Not just one, but 2 brand new expansions called the Year of Prophecy. I've got a prophecy for this year. This will be the year that people care about Destiny the least.
God fucking damn it. I just hit the fucking marker. I'm obedient. That will be going up on the Spotlight channel. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's exciting for somebody, but no, literally, I don't know if I could care less, ironically enough.
Yeah. It's too little too late. I think they need to I don't know, figure something out. It sounds like that's what they're trying to do. I don't know if doing 2 expansions is the fucking answer, because the expansion fatigue is real. They already have an issue with like content being confusing. I don't think that overcomplicating it and adding more and more entries and more barriers to entry is the fucking answer, but I don't know. I still think about the marathon reveal when I was looking at the YouTube chat and somebody typed, "You killed the Last of Us factions." And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And I was like, oh yeah, they kind of did, bro.
Oh yeah. Bungie has been at the helm of all of that shit. Yeah, I mean, that's why Sony bought them. The irony of all of that is that right now Bungie is in a really bad place with their live service titles, so it's it's having some diminishing returns for Sony, I think. But
right, it's a guy that totaled their car yesterday telling people how to drive.
You're such a dickhead. Jesus Christ. Clip that too.
Yeah. I mean, hit the marker. Very good stuff. JakeTwitchin and Mori, I love doing podcasts with you, and I'm glad we get to do it an average of 1.5 times a week, because you can catch us here on the Spotlight Games podcast for the foreseeable future. P Swag will be out until further notice. Cayman will be likely making an appearance here likely next week, I think, coming back to his homestead. We always love to have him. And we are, of course, always on Drop In, Drop Out, which is on Thursday nights, usually around 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern time, also 8 p.m. Eastern time. At the same time you catch this show live, you can catch that show live. So there's always new stuff coming up for us to talk about on different content. We've got a fun episode planned this week. We will be back next week, same place, same time, twitch.tv/Spotlight Games Pod. You can find us on YouTube at Spotlight Games Pod, or search Spotlight Games Pod in your favorite podcast app. You'll figure it out. You're an adult. You'll figure it out. I'm positive. Shout out to our live chat, an absolute bunch of legends in here, keeping things popping. Come join us next time live so you can be part of the conversation as well. Join our drop in, drop out Discord to talk about all things Spotlight and Dido and JakeTwitchin and GWT Mori, or just go to dropindropoutpod.com and that will get you everywhere you need to go. That was a little bit of a rambly intro, but I think I hit fucking everything.
You hit everything. I didn't think it was even rambly. It sounded great.
Let's wave at the camera and say goodbye until the outro music plays. Thanks for listening and for watching.